Hi, and welcome to FraeLea Conversations. I'm Frank, and this is FraeLea, and today we're going to do a cover reveal.
Actually, 5.
5 covers revealed.
Yes.
Cover reveals?
Covers revealed?
Cover reveals. Let's go with cover reveals.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to do 5 cover reveals. Yeah, that sounds a little... We'll go with that then. It's for our Ascending Mage series, which we've been working on over the last several months. And we've, if you're a member of our alpha team, then you already know that. And if you're not, then surprise. So we're going to try to keep this video short, which is probably too late for that already. So we'll just jump right in. First book, so Ascending Mage 1, Spark of Justice. And on this cover, with all the covers, we're depicting scenes from each of the books. And this one is depicting kind of a key scene kind of in the climax, or the black moment actually, so pre-climax scene in the third or late second act really. So you want to describe it a little bit? It's on the screen already for everyone.
Well, we have Ember, our protagonist, our lead gal. She's surrounded by 3 changelings, and you can get a feel of that.
Don't give away the story, though.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, we should have discussed this a little bit more. We're gonna do other videos here with the plot and talk about the storyline a little bit more. But for now, we're just gonna talk about, I guess, the cover art, right? So we had the same artist do this that did Fog Over Mandaree. And this one is, I guess, kind of an action scene. So I guess that's the way I would describe it. And yeah. Do you want to point out where the squirrel's at? Each of our covers. I don't know. Go ahead and explain it. Yeah.
Okay, each of our covers we have a squirrel, and if you are familiar with us, then you realize that we have squirrelish.
We're a couple of squirrels, basically. Yes. Yeah. So we embrace that.
On this particular one, I don't know if usually we were going to make people search for them. So,
well, not everyone's going to watch this video. In fact, almost nobody will watch this video.
But if you will look at, we'll just give you a hint that on one of the bat guy's arms, there's
that's a pretty good hint right there. You shouldn't be able to miss it.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Well, let's move on then. This is getting a little longer than we were hoping, so we'll move on to Ascending Mage 2. Changeling Hunter, and this one is
pretty awesome. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, this was one of my favorites until we got on to Ascending Mage 4, which we're showing you coming up. So stay tuned. So now we're getting an assistant here that decided to join. All right, Ely. Okay, back to the book. You want to say where the squirrel is on this one?
Yeah, sure. Just basically take a look at the window in a tree, and you should be able to see the next second squirrel there.
Yeah, and so with all of these too, I'll point out that we have another, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, a totem, an item of Ember's, our protagonist, Ember Light, is the coyote pendant that she gets from someone who ends up being her closest friend in the series. And so we have that depicted in every book cover.
Yes.
And each book cover is reflecting kind of the progression, the Ascending Mage, that's Ember, her progression with confidence. The first one is showing her kind of lacking confidence, being surprised, and here she's showing a little bit more grit and determination as she's engaged in combat. And I think that's pretty good.
I really like that one.
So we'll go on to the next one. Go ahead.
All right, now the third one is Buried Truth.
Ascending Mage 3, Buried Truth.
Yes.
You'll get this right. That's the whole title. Tell them where the squirrel's at.
Oh my goodness, this one was actually difficult for me to find. So one of the characters, the gentleman, you'll see the
Barnaby
hat.
Harrison.
Yes. He has an interesting feather arrangement on his hat. But
it's a squirrel-shaped feather.
Yes.
Basically, is what she's trying to say.
I was trying to not say exactly all that, but anyway.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't just say that then.
Yes, but
But this is depicting scene with the ghost Barnaby Harrison, which you meet in the first book, and he persists throughout the series as kind of a mentor.
Yes.
He's basically a mentor,
Yes.
and he's been dead for 112 years, but our protagonist Ember is able to speak with the dead, which is kind
One
of
of
a
the,
useful skill to have when you're an investigator.
Right.
And so, all right, so in this one, he's teaching her a spell, is what we're depicting
Right.
there. And she's in deep concentration. So this is kind of the midway point of these first 5 books, where she's kind of going from
She's in the
reacting
graveyard.
to acting, being a little
Right.
more proactive.
It's kind of obvious, but there's, Barnaby's tombstone is in the background, so she's in this graveyard. Should we say where? Or does it matter?
Well, it doesn't probably matter. Everything's pretty much based in North Dakota.
Dakota, okay.
Yeah. So this particular graveyard is a real graveyard that's outside of Surrey, which is a little town east of
Outside of
Minot,
Minot.
which is where most of the story goes. But we'll go into more of the story in another video. So moving on to the next one.
I love this one. Ascending Mage 4, Nothing Broken. And
Very
that
good.
actually has a pretty significant, I guess.
Do you want me to be your thesaurus and come up
please.
with a word? Okay. It has significant symbolism is maybe the word you're
That's
looking
what
for.
I'm trying to
Okay,
say.
good. And we won't tell you what's going on other than it's obvious that Ember is engaged in a serious fight. And you can see kind of the lightning bolt on the cover, and she's looking particularly fierce. This is my particular favorite cover of the 5, and it's just Ember just looks so
She's
fierce
coming into
and,
her own.
Yeah, exactly.
I really like that one.
And there are actually 2 squirrels on this one.
Yes. Now, I know that we have a bookmark. Oh, no, one of the books.
It's a bookend.
Bookend.
Yeah, it's a bookend on the shelf, which is actually kind of covered by the title. And so we had our artist add a second squirrel in, which is
And
on
this
the
one.
wall. And on the left-hand side of the cover, if you look at it, you can see the squirrel in a
photo.
yeah, painting, basically. Because who wouldn't have, if you had a mahogany office, wouldn't you have squirrels framed on your walls? I
You should
would.
tell them what the other photo is then, right below that. It's a real photo.
Yeah, you sure can if you want to.
It was.
You're the one that discovered that.
Well, I'm
Take
not
it away.
sure it's like 1900. I'll have to get the exact
I
year.
thought it
but
was actually 18 something.
It was one of the first photographs that we could see of Minot. And
It was like
of
in the 1880s or 90s even. It was
Right.
early
So
Minot.
It's a real photograph of Minot, of early Minot with, the dirt roads and covered wagons.
and that actually is integrated into the story too, which again, we're not going to go into at this moment. So
You have to read the books.
you'll have, we'll tell you a little bit about it, but yeah, you should read the books anyway, and you should buy them and probably buy multiple copies when they come out. So not just one. So, they'll make good gifts and everything. We'll do the
Right.
pitch later though, I guess.
Right.
All right, moving on to the last one, which is another favorite.
think this one
That's
is
your
my
favorite?
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ascending Mage 5, Service
ahead.
Rising. All right.
Yeah.
We almost said that together.
I know.
We could have practiced and maybe done this whole thing in sync. So,
But this one is my favorite. She is just, I don't know, can I say badass on here?
yeah, well, you just did. So
So-
we aren't going to bleep anything here. So I'd say the word that I would describe is defiance. And I'll point your attention to the squirrel pendant and how it's barely hanging on, which
Not
is...
the squirrel, the coyote.
Sorry, the coyote pendant. Yeah, the coyote. There you go. That's why you're here. So the coyote
I
pendant.
have a reason for being.
You have a reason for being here. So the coyote pendant is all but dangling, and it reflects the state of Ember pretty much throughout this book, where it's a major conflict going on, and she's just struggling to stay alive, really, and
keep her friends and family alive.
right, while maintaining her, her I guess, integrity towards justice. And it's a big theme throughout this story or the series is justice. And the
squirrel.
The squirrel, go for it.
Well, it's actually on a storefront. What's the squirrel?
I'm going to totally butcher the name, but it's French for squirrel. It's Ecuriel. We'll go with that. But
Okay.
it's in the background behind the flood waters that are raging. There's a store with a sign that's Ecuriel, and so that's our token squirrel that's on all of our book covers. So if you watch the video, and your friends haven't, you'll be able to point out, where the squirrels are and look like a genius, which you are because you're taking the time to watch our videos. So I think that sums it up. Those are the first 5 books of the Ascending Mage series, the covers for them, and we're excited to get them lined up for you and release them this summer 2018. We're working on them right now, and we will be able to announce them hopefully within a few months.
That's right.
So thanks for watching.
You can find us at hrhurt.com.
No, frhurt.com.
What did I say?
You said hrhurt.com.
Gosh, dang it.
All right. Well, we got to shoot this whole thing all over again. So it's also on the bottom of the screen if you're looking. No, not you. It's not on. It'll be post-production. It'll be... I'm sort of like pointing at your chest, I realize here too. So there'll be a watermark here. We should just quit while we're ahead. frhurt.com. Thanks again for watching. And we'll have a company meeting here to discuss how it can be more professional, but don't expect any more professional than this. So thanks for watching.